So I just got through watching Project Hail Mary at my local theater, and I wanted to give a spoiler-free review of the movie and of the movie against the book, which I have read. I'd recommend you read it too. And if you don't know the story of Project Hail Mary and have never seen a trailer, I recommend seeing a trailer. But the Earth's dying, and not the Earth's dying, the sun's dying, and that would affect the Earth detrimentally, if that's a word. And we send a team to space to fix it, and calamity ensues. That's the very abridged version, if you know what I'm saying. But as a movie, I would say that as a movie itself, it gets an A+ from me. If you need more from a movie than what that movie is, I don't know what to tell you. You're a psychopath, and you probably think The Notebook is pure cinema. But one thing that I want to get off my chest about the movie is it kind of gave me 1990s Ninja Turtle movies vibes, and that's not bad. I mean, it's still a really good movie in all aspects: drama, emotion, comedy, science fiction, just all everything that makes everything that I love about movies is roped into one, and it's a really good movie. And I'm just kind of on the high of seeing it, so I want to say, oh, it's perfect, but it's really good. It is the pedigree of a summer blockbuster, and I don't know why it came out in March. It would do well in July, on the July 4th. It'd be a good summer blockbuster. It is in that vein. It is powerful. It is, it's just intense the whole time. Not the whole time, but the times it needs to be intense, it is intense. It's funny. God, it's funny. Like, it is like if Jim Carrey could have played Ryan Gosling, it's funny. Just like I was saying, it almost gives me 1990s Ninja Turtle vibes. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but that'd be a spoiler. But here we go against the book. Against the book, I would give it a solid A-, about a 92. And that's not a bad thing. That's just saying there's things that are changed, condensed, rearranged. Some of if you read the book, you know that it is a slow burn. And there's a lot of tension built up in the book that in the movie, they use it as an action sequence. In the movie, a lot of the tension that you were like, man, this chapter is dragging, let's push it. And eventually you realize why it's dragging is because it's leading up to this giant, big, not the big reveal of the movie or the book, mind you, but just like the little big reveals they have inside, that it has in the book that you readers know what I'm talking about. A lot of that is a rearranged, rushed, and formed in a way that's either action or and some of it is made kind of funny, that in the book you're like, man, that was kind of that was kind of traumatizing. But there's a lot of stuff that was left out of the movie from the book. Not a lot of stuff. There was a little bit. And honestly, if you go back and look at when I go back and what I'm thinking about that they left out of the book or out of the movie from the book, I don't know how they would have squeezed it in. A lot of TV shows that take their material from source material, like a comic book or a book, they take in little factors, they move it around from character to character, yada yada yada. There's some of that going on. I think it works. I think it works well. I think that if you remember those little yellow books we used to get back in the 90s when we didn't want to read a book, we would get it called Cliff Notes. This would be the excellent Cliff Notes for that movie, because they don't change enough for it to be like, man, that was so different. No, it's not much different. It's condensed, and it's done in a way that your eyes and ears can deal with it, rather than just reading it and let your imagination run wild. The exposition is at a minimum. It's only when needed. They try to show you things and let you know things and figure it out on your own as much as they can. Some of the stuff with the things that they're dealing with science-wise and the timeline-wise, and like timeline inside the story-wise, have to be done expositionally. They have to like show you, like somebody says things and explains it out loud, maybe writes it down. You see it like on a paper screen. I can't go anyway. But exposition seems to be only when necessary. A lot of visualization. You can figure it out. It's a fun movie to watch. If you have never read the book, you don't even have to read the book to watch it, because it's a perfect summer blockbuster. And yeah, I would definitely give the movie itself 98.5, no notes. I would give it against the book at 91.5, and that's because it's a book against the movie, and there's always a standard deviation of things that aren't there, things that are different, things you're expecting to see. And I'll be honest, there's not much that I want from the movie that wasn't in the book, and I'm having a hard time even remembering what they are right now. Just, there were like one or two things, oh, I wanted to see that, and they didn't do it. And it's okay, because I think it made the movie like 7 hours long. And I think that's most of the problem with books and with books to movies anyway, is they'd have to be like 14 days long and you'd get tired of it. What else was I going to say? There was something else. Oh yeah, this isn't a spoiler for those that haven't read or watched the movie, but read the book or watched the movie. But there was a factor. You know, this story takes place on Earth and in space, and so there's scenes in either one. And I remember when I read the book, the scenes that were on Earth, I was very annoyed with when they popped up, because it was right in the middle of a good scene that was happening in space, and I don't want to care about the Earth right now. And so and at first when the movie started, some of the scenes on Earth that took place on Earth were slower and faster, and they kind of rushed them and condensed them. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. But then after a few minutes, I was like, man, I wish they would spend a little more time on Earth, because I kind of want to see how that fleshed out. I didn't realize I cared that much about the Earth scenes, but they really did a good job of, for the most part, of translating the Earth scenes to a faster pace, because, you know, in the book they were the slower part and the boring part, but that led to a big payoff in the end, as you know. So overall, Project Hail Mary, very much worth seeing. I'm going to go see it again in IMAX, because I just caught a really early screening in digital, just the regular movies. I would recommend seeing an IMAX, and because hey, a lot of space scenes, a lot of great space scenes. I can't wait to see it. I'd like to see an IMAX 3D. That'd be good. 98 point something, A plus movie. Against the book, 91. A minus movie. Give it an A. Excellent movie. Go see it. Tell your friends. This one's going to be, I don't know if I'm, like I said, I'm still on the high of just seeing a movie. This one is going to go down in history, I think. It's amazing. There was a couple of things I didn't know how they were going to show it, and they showed it, and I was like, well, hellfire, they showed it, and then dadgum, yeah. And they even added a couple of things that weren't in the book that you wanted to see in the book, and that makes me happy. I want to go buy the videotape from Target right now if it was out on video, and watch it when I get home, because the things they added that weren't in the book are worth it, are worth the price of admission, in my opinion. And it wasn't even that much that they added. I just think it was worth it to see it. But that's my opinion. Project Hail Mary, amazing movie. Go see it, folks. Tell me how you like it. Peace.